In the NFL, Florham Park, New Jersey, the Jets, tumultuous. Head coach Robert Saleh fired, replaced by defensive coordinator Jeff Ulbrich on an interim basis. Yesterday we learned that Nathaniel Hackett has been stripped of play calling duties. Here's Ulbrich and his quarterback, whom you may have heard of.
We all are familiar with the relationship he has with Nathaniel, and they're very, very good friends that go back a long way. So he understood the decision and he was supportive of the decision, and I'm fortunate for that.
It's a reset for everybody. We all feel terrible about the opportunity that we had, that we squandered, that led to Robert getting fired and Hack getting demoted. I play better. This doesn't happen. We play better on offense. This doesn't happen. So I think it puts a spotlight on us, and now it's on us to do this.
Why did you laugh, Graziano, when Ulbrich was talking?
The head coach says he's fortunate that the quarterback agrees with his decision. Is there anything else that could possibly underline more what's going on with the Jets the last couple of years? I mean, that's it, right? Like everything, it has to be okay with Aaron or it
never
doesn't
said
work.
he was fortunate that Tom Brady agreed with.
Can you imagine Mike Tomlin standing up there and saying, "I'm fortunate that one of my players agrees with my decision about the team"?
But let's be fair.
Come on,
He's an interim coach, right? He needs the best player, the most influential player in the locker room to buy into what's going on. What's ironic is how this is something that reportedly Saleh wanted to do, was to replace him, and then now that you let the interim coach make the decision that the head coach wanted. So why didn't you empower Saleh? I think it was a bit too early. They should have gave it at least one game, because if they win this game, they're in first place. So what are we talking about?
Well, what we're talking about is a team that feels as though right now it is in disarray. When you fire your head coach 5 weeks into a season, things obviously aren't going well. However, they have the opportunity to turn it completely around. And as you said, Monday night could be for first place. The name everyone knows about and cares about in all of this is Aaron Rodgers. People don't really, no one knows who Jeff Ulbrich or Todd Downing or for the most part, even Nathaniel Hackett are. Everybody knows who Aaron Rodgers is. What is at stake for him?
The first thing, everybody thought they knew who Aaron Rodgers is. The Aaron Rodgers that we knew was in a fantasy land and a figment of our imagination. The Aaron Rodgers that we mentioned with the names of Tom Brady and Peyton Manning was a catfish, right? When Peyton Manning became the quarterback of the Denver Broncos, he added 5 wins to that team, and they were the #2 offense in the NFL. When Tom Brady became a member of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, he added 4 wins to that team, and they were the #3 offense in the NFL. The spirit, the reverence, the attention to detail, the respect of those organizations immediately was magnified by the addition of those 2 quarterbacks. That's not what's happened in New York. The Aaron Rodgers we always put in that conversation was the Aaron Rodgers we put in that conversation because he was the best quarterback we'd seen. He could throw the football in the way that even those other 2 couldn't. But the other 2 had the MVPs and the championships. And what I say about this is Aaron Rodgers has every physical tool to have been the greatest quarterback to have played this game. There is something that he is missing in his intangible DNA that makes him devoid of great leadership, makes him devoid of being able to elevate locker rooms. And I think that's what we're seeing in New York.
I can't agree with that.
That is fascinating. Go ahead.
I can't agree with that totally because, listen, those 2 great quarterbacks you're talking about wasn't coming off a catastrophic injury, right? And I think we're making decisions.
Peyton Manning almost ain't have no neck.
Okay.
He was sort of.
But I'm talking about lower extremities. But okay, right? Like he's coming off injury. And like 2 plays, we're talking about a totally different narrative. And I know you can talk about the other plays that could have, put in the other way. Will Levis going, full Tropic Thunder, saved that game for the Jets. But, this just last year within the division, Joe Brady, Ken Dorsey gets fired. Joe Brady comes in and changes the entire narrative of what that team, that offense can be. So that's what they're going for. I'm not ready to just bury the season right now. No. Say he's void of plus anything because if they get anything plus 7 wins,
I have a question, Bart.
It's going to be plus 5.
Bart, so here's my question: if you walk up to get up and Greeny says, "Bart, what do you need to be great and to make this show great?" and they give you all of that, they give you your own himbo, they give you a dude that walks around and brushes your hair, somebody that puts your makeup on, and if you're not right, and if the show sucks, and if you suck, It's not about what's around you. It's not about coming off of an injury. It's not about if I give you Ty Downing instead of Nathaniel Hackett, we can make this thing work. We gave you everything you wanted. We turned over. The reason Robert Saleh's fired is because he turned over the keys to the organization and Aaron Rodgers drove it in a ditch.
Nah, it takes time.